Hola and bienvenidos everybody. My name is NittPicc. If you don't know who I am, I'm a flutist and a music educator who enjoys all types of music. Today's video is being recorded on behalf of the band Joshua Tree. So Buy Me a Coffee member Robert sent these to me, and this is a band that he and there's a lot of members listed. If you look at the description of the channel, there's a bunch of members listed, but Robert was actually the drummer of this band, and he asked me kindly to check out some songs of theirs. So this is the first song I'm going to be checking out today, and it's called Dogs. So I'm excited about this because it was music made in the 90s, which I was a 90s baby, so I'm excited to check this out. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, bass and that guitar. The bass. Hey, nice fill there. Okay. First of all, some really cool things happening here. And like I remember reading the description of what you told me. I'm talking to you, Robert, so sorry. But I remember reading that this was basically recorded and then you've done some equalization fixing on these recordings, and there's only so much you can do. But in all reality, there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. The bass line, whoever is playing bass, because I know there's more than one bass player that you guys had, is doing a beautiful job. I think they might be a little too high in the recording. I would love to hear a little bit more guitar, but dude, even though like I love the bass. I like the bass sound a lot. And then the guitar in the opening, come on. And I love the solid groove you're setting down, dude. But dude, the guitar, I'm assuming I'm still getting used to this because as a budding bass player, I don't mess with pedals all that much. So I think, is that like a wah-wah pedal? And I know this sounds probably silly, but just the simplicity of adding the da-da-da before the jump in with the first verse is a nice little touch. Also, can I add the addition of bongos to a band? When I read that you guys had a bongo player, I was like, huh, interesting. Bongos. And it works. It works so well. Anyway. Also, I like our vocalist. I like the backup vocals as well. And then, hey. And I just realized the guitar part has changed. Hey. Dude, hey, nice fills. That was a cool transition. It almost felt like it was going to slide into a double time. And we return to the wah-wah sound of the guitar. Nice slides in the bass. So is it, I'm assuming it's the band members doing the vocals in the background, because that's pretty neat. Like having the verse being sung and then having a line being sung back. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize, because I feel like the vocals are much clearer in this verse. And again, it's not your fault, but it's an older recording, so it's hard to, I get it. It's harder to like remaster these. I like the rhythmic motif in the guitar line in the verses. Ooh, nice little solo in the guitar there. Good little change up. Good direction. Okay, never mind. I'm glad I could definitely hear the guitar here. Okay, great solo. The thing that I love about this is, I don't know, this is the first track I'm listening to right now. We've got a few more tracks to dive into. But the thing that I think is really cool is this song has a pretty driven, simple kind of groove. Boom, 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 boom. It's a nice tempo, nice groove. Good drive in the beat, in the drums. And then we get this melodic solo. It's not shreddy, but it's a beautiful melodic solo that floats just above that rhythm. And I like the directions it takes. I love this part. Good movement melodically. Like the accents there together in the drums and the band. And the slides in the bass. Okay, we getting gritty with it now. Hold on. Did I? Now, whatever you did in the drums here, it's a nice change with the cymbals. It seems like there was an adjustment in the cymbals. It's a nice good switch up, and it really highlights now what the chorus is doing here. Because something sounds... Ooh, okay, guitar. Nice guitar counter melody. Okay, double time. Dude, whatever is happening in the vocals, yes. Bro, not too shabby, man. That's pretty sick. Yeah, like it okay. So I don't know what era of the 90s is this, because I was barely born. So it kind of has almost a flavor of this like 80s slash 70s sound to it. It feels, because it sounds like music I would be listening to at like, I'm sitting here and it's like sunset right now. It's like, and I don't know what it is. And I, sitting around sunset, drinking a beer, maybe, and I've never done this before, but I'm saying like smoke a little hashish, if you know what I mean. And like just long hair, bell bottoms. It has that sensation. And it's like, if you recorded this in the 90s, it's a nice little throwback, but also within the era at the same time, because it wasn't far from that sound that you could hear in that time. Because I only say that because my dad listened to a lot of music or rock music in the 90s. So, but dude, this is cool. I can't wait to jump into your other stuff. So yeah, awesome. So far, I'm really liking what I'm hearing, and I can't wait to check out the other ones. And from what I have looked at, it's apparently you guys have like 11 track album, which is pretty freaking sick, dude. I don't know what kind of work it takes to record an album. I absolutely don't even know what kind of like work it would take to like get an album like put out there. But good for you for putting this out on the internet. And Joshua's Shadow, good on you for making an album, because not a lot of people get the opportunity to do something like this. So really, really cool. And also you have something back in the memories that you can cherish forever. That's awesome. But anyway, I if you don't mind, Robert, I'm going to plug you. Down in the description, there's a link to the playlist of Joshua's Shadow. Go check them out. 11 tracks. And yeah, I can't wait to listen to the tracks that I was given. So go check them out. Joshua's Shadow. Peace out.